Hello, hello, hello. What's good, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back. It's Saturday, so got to get some quick picks in and talk a little fantasy football before the big day tomorrow. See how it goes. I don't know how you guys are doing, but it is just mayhem in fantasy land this year. There is just anything and everything that can be happening is happening, and it is just nuts out there. So, hope you're making your way through all the madness out there. So far, so good. My team's rolling about 4-2 right now, and I was picked to get beat this week, but then he had Michael Thomas, and we all know that story. So now they have me to beat him by quite a bit because there's really nobody left on waivers, and all of his extra receivers are on buys this week. So sometimes it just works out that way. You still know, never know what's going to happen, but looks like the fantasy gods might actually be blessing me this one time. But hey, we'll see what happens. What's good, Peter Griffin? I see you out there. You had a draw last week, aka an L. Oh man, it's no good. That's no fun. I feel you. But that's all right. Work it back, and hopefully you get a win this week. But man, it is just crazy out there with all that is going on. I mean, we got people coming back, people getting hurt, people just dealing with the COVID situation. I mean, what's up with Las Vegas? I mean, they lose their linemen for the whole week. Now I guess they're cleared and they're going to play, but what? They didn't get to practice all week. So is that going to bode better because they're going to be fresh and rested, or are they going to be a little off and a little salty and just not quite making it? So yeah, I don't know. That's kind of crazy. So yeah, it's just, man, like I said, I've been doing my league forever and a day, and this is the first year I haven't done it in decades, and I don't know, decades, almost decades. And yeah, I'm a bum that I didn't have it, but I just didn't want to have to deal with all this madness and players not having their players because of, whatever tests come up positive. And we'll just get back up and running when it's a little bit more back to normal next year. But I did get one buddy that talked me into playing, so I do have one league going this year. Couldn't go, a complete year with just no fantasy football. That would drive me nuts. So, yep, Gridiron's greatest is 4-2 and holding it down, and projected to win this week. I'm in second place in the league, and we shall see what happens. But, man, Chris Carson this week. I think Chris Carson, that's one of my running backs. I think he's going to go off. But speaking of running backs, for all you people out there that have Jonathan Taylor, and I'm one of those people, I've had him for days, and he's just not been doing what we thought he was going to do. Do not panic. Do not hit the eject button. Don't worry, because my man, Jonathan Taylor, his schedule that's coming up after this bye week, he's got like one game that's tough, and the rest it should be a cakewalk. So if they can get him involved, it is so running back friendly, his schedule for the rest of the year, that Jonathan Taylor really could be that man that brings you in and brings it home. So that'd be cool. So yeah, all you Jonathan Taylor owners, do not panic. His schedule coming up is amazing, and yeah, it's gonna work out. Don't sweat it. Haven't had any out for COVID yet. Knock on iron. Yeah, exactly, man. Because you're one of the few. I'll tell you what. I know I've been dealing with it, but I think like I have Tannehill. That's so funny. I just had the biggest feeling I needed him on my team. I pick him up, and he puts up a 40 burger for me after losing Dak. That was huge. But yeah, he's got a tough go this week. And my other quarterback is Carr, and he doesn't have it any easier. So I'm just like, wah, wah, what to do. It's like, do I worry about picking up somebody else off of waivers? But I don't know. I just don't think I sweat Tannehill. I think he's doing so good that I don't need to worry about it. I think if Tannehill just keeps doing what he's doing, I think he's breaking all molds. You can't really, say that this team or that team's doing better against whatever, because Tannehill just seems to find a way. Now that he got out of that Dolphins organization, that just, oh, God, my boys, what are you doing? We're going to have to talk about that. But yeah, now that he got out of that organization, and ever since he's been up there in Tennessee, he has just been crushing it as a Titan. So, hey, go Tannehill, all the props to him. I am glad he's doing so great. He helped me win my fantasy league last year, and fingers crossed he can do that repeat. Oh, man, who do you have as your quarterback out there, Peter Griffin? Who you running with? Hey, what's up? We got James Martin out there in the chat. Welcome, welcome. Who's your quarterback, James? Let me know who you guys are running with this week for your quarterbacks. Because, yeah, I'm just having like I said, I don't know. I love my team. I don't really want to drop anybody, but man, I do not like either one of my quarterback options. But like I just said, I got Tannehill. He's kind of been breaking all molds, and I think I think I'm probably just going to end up rolling with him. I think we'll just keep it going, and your team's your team. I'm kind of a believer. Like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's like trying to outsmart myself. Like we know that I got a Kittle, and Kittle's going up against the Patriots this week. Oh, what's up, Jake Cruz? I see you out there. Welcome, welcome. But Kittle's going against the Patriots, and we know Belichick's gonna. He finds a way to lock down and take away your biggest weapon. So it's like, do I sweat Kittle? And I was lucky enough to pick up Sanu as soon as Kittle got hurt. But Sanu has no cakewalk, and he's dealing with that high ankle sprain. And he's like, he's an explosive player. So if he can't cut and move and do what he's used to doing, is he going to be as effective as he usually is? And on the flip side of that, you don't ever sit Kittle. I don't care who you're going up against. If you got George Kittle or Kelsey, you play him. You don't ever sit Kelsey or Kittle. So, oh man, it's rough. And sometimes we can just outsmart ourselves out there. But man, what do you guys think about Mike Evans? I also have Mike Evans on my team, and man, that guy is just not. I mean, he's been so boom or bust. He's been so touchdown reliant, and now that it looks like they're signing Antonio Brown for a short contract, it's like, whoa, does that help out the situation or hurt it? Because we know every game that Godwin's been out there, Evans has done nothing. Evans has been a total bust every time Godwin's on the field. Now, is that just a coinkydink, or is that what's happening? And then if you have, if you're lining up Antonio Brown on the other side, I mean, Godwin's just going to feast out of the slot. So does that just take even more away from Evans? I'm a little worried about my boy. I had him and Godwin last year. Again, helped me to the fantasy win, but only having Evans this year is such a crapshoot. It's kind of hard. What's up, Hyper Martin? What's up? How you doing out there? Let's get into it. What are you guys talking about? Oh, wow. Let's see. We got, what do you think is Lev Bell's ceiling for this upcoming game? Man, a lot of people think they're just going to inch him in, and he might just come, he might not really do much. So you're looking at, 5, maybe 8 points. Andy, I mean, you never know. Andy Reid's Andy Reid. He could come out there and just shock the world and be like, we got this. We're going to run the hell out of our new champion and just hand him the ball, and he could go off. I mean, he could have a 25-point game. I mean, it's Lev Bell. If he's healthy and everything's going and he's got the healthy legs, but I just don't think he's learned the system enough for that. I think Andy Reid's got to go. I mean, you just had Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Just sit right there and let me tell you all about Clyde Edwards-Helaire. My man killed it last week. How do you sit that? So, I mean, are you really going to put him down and get in his head and mess him up just because you picked Lev Bell up? I think there's no need to rush it, and you just kind of let it go, and you let my man Lev Bell learn the system a little bit. So, I mean, Lev Bell, 5-6 points probably this week, but you never know. Andy Reid is Andy Reid. Oh, James Martin's got my homies. You can never go wrong. I mean, hey, you're right there. You're all day. My homie's going to do it. He's going to go big. You have Murray and Tannehill. Which one are you starting? You're going to go with Murray? Going with Murray, huh? I don't know. Do you ever sit Ryan Tannehill? That's just where I'm at. I just can't sit Tannehill. He's been doing it in all the right ways, and now he's got Brown back. I mean, Brown is a beast. People do not put enough respect on my man Brown's name, dude. He gets it done. Yeah, he's not healthy very often, but when he is, he just jumps right in and slays it from start to finish. So, I mean, hey, if you got Brown and you got Tannehill and you got Sanu, I mean, he's going to be playing. So regardless if he's getting all the passes or not, he's still going to be, he could be an amazing decoy for the week. So either way, yeah, I think Tannehill just finds a way to make it happen. Oh, it hurts Evans. Yeah, Evans is just scary, man. And yeah, like I said, we were talking about with the Antonio Brown thing, that is just worried about it. Murray got the rushing yards, but Tannehill's got that arm. It's like, which way do you go? And, touchdowns count. That's all I'm saying. Oh, so is Brown suspended until week 8, or does he start when it signs? I believe Brown is eligible, from what I remember, Brown was eligible week 9, because obviously I was paying attention to it, thought he was going to come to the Seahawks, and obviously something went wrong somewhere. I'm not 100% hating on that. I don't know if he would have been a good fit in our locker room or not. I mean, it's always nice to have another elite all-star on your team, but man, you just don't want those extra headaches. And I mean, when you got a team that's gelling, and I mean, the Seahawks should not be undefeated, and they are. So, I mean, again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So maybe we really didn't need an AB. But AB and Tom Brady, I tell you what, Tampa Bay is getting scurrier and scurrier. I just picked up their defense for this week because they're just turning it on at the right time. Oh, she loves jungles. Well, welcome. Should I trade Robert Woods for CMC? Whew, boy, yes. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you have a chance at him, don't you just kind of have to? I think. I mean, I love me some Bobby Woods, but he is a bit of a hit or miss. And yeah, I mean, if you have a chance for McCaffrey, you just take McCaffrey. I mean, I don't see. There's very few times that you don't trade for McCaffrey when you got him, and knowing he's coming back pretty quick, I'd definitely jump on that. I would have won last week if I only had Murray, Drake, and Kittle. Oh man, yep. I mean, if my if was a spliff, I'd be all fucked up. Bring him in. First goals. Let him feel good. I don't think you're talking about my man Loves Bell. What's up, Christian Olds? I see you out there. Welcome, welcome. Watching my Dodgers right now. I just wanted to say, hey, Jamal Williams and DraftKings tonight before his price goes up. Right on. Love it. Love it. Absolutely. Yeah, if my boy's not in Green Bay's not going to be running, you're going to have to pick him up, man. If Aaron's hurt, you got to grab him. So, yeah, definitely. You got to be keeping an eye on that. And Jamal Williams' price is going to go way up real quick if that's confirmed and he's not playing. Oh, James Robinson, you think he's a keeper or sell highish? It depends what you can get. I mean, it always depends on the situation. If you can get, something crazy for him, I mean, obviously I'm trading – if I can get Chris Carson for him, absolutely. But, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't take anything mediocre because it's always good to have a running back. People are getting hurt left and right. You got the COVID thing happening. I mean, this is just – usually I'm the guy, like everybody's always, you need running backs, you need running backs. Usually I'm not that guy. Like I said, I'm the guy that picks a tight end in the first round. So I'm really high on receivers. And especially the right ones in the right situation. But, man, this is just that year where I got to admit it's good to beef up on running backs. And I have Connors and Carson and Jonathan Taylor and Lindsey. And like an idiot, like I always do, I just always outthink myself too quick. I just dropped Dearness Johnston. Now you got Kareem Hunt's hurt. He's got a chest problem. So, I mean, I don't know. Is he going to take a shot and be all right and be fine through the game? I mean, obviously, I'm thinking they're going to try that. But if he gets hit real hard and he goes out, dude, Dearness Johnson came in that game. Chubb got hurt and put up like 95 yards in half a game. So what do you think he's going to do with a full game if he becomes the number one back? So, yeah, if you can get out there and get Dearness Johnson, you might be able to pick him up for a steal, and there's a chance he goes nuts. So, yeah, that's definitely something to keep your eye on, especially if you're those Kareem Hunt owners. Handcuff him. You might want that Dearness Johnson. And he's already proven, I mean, yeah, the last couple of games he didn't do anything, and that's why I dropped him. But I just pulled the trigger way too quick on that because I'm telling you, that thing, if he gets hurt and Chubb's not back anytime soon, I mean, you could snake out a couple big games with Dearness Johnson on the cheap. Oh, man, we got Hyper Mountain. Brown is playing in week 9. Yep. Yeah, that's in. And like I said, he's not going to be a Seahawk. It looks like he's going to be in Tampa Bay. Oh, Cohen, welcome. Greetings. New Foursquare with a port finish called Detente comes out next week. Oh, wow, 51% ABV. I love it. Hey, I love it. You already see right there. I got plenty of Foursquares. Love some Foursquare. And, yeah, I just read they got a new thing coming out, too, with like a 3-cask blend or a 3-rum blend, and they're putting it all in. And they're going to start a new edition series, and that's going to be their first one coming out in the U.S. So that's going to be amazing. Can't wait to try that. But back to fantasy. My tight end Hooper for Cleveland is out this week, so I snagged Njoku. I don't know. He may be a bust. I don't know. I mean, Njoku can hold it down. He's a veteran. He knows what's up. He's been in that system for a while. I think nobody's giving him any love. Everybody's kind of with you, but I actually think he could do all right. I mean, they're struggling. You got Kareem Hunt that's hurt, and now he goes out. Njoku could put up a game for you. He could have 100 yards, buddy. I mean, Njoku could literally put up 100 yards for her. So, yeah, I do not hate picking up Njoku at all. It's kind of you're lucky that you're able to grab him like that and somebody else didn't snag him first. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. I'm going to need to drop Mike Davis soon. The running backs on my team are Lev and Gaskin. Yeah, as long as Lev does it, I mean, like I said, that's going to be a split situation no matter what. I mean, you're just not going to just snub Allaire. So, yeah, that's a good one. But yeah, like I said, you're going to want to keep those. But yeah, obviously, Mike Davis is going to become obsolete. He's not going to become obsolete, though. He's been crushing it so hard that that's probably just going to become a tandem system. I mean, of course, CMC is going to come in and snatch up a bunch of yards and a bunch of touches. But Mike Davis has earned a spot on that team. And I don't know. I think I would hang on to Mike Davis, and he's still. I believe he's still going to produce. He's just earned a spot, and he's been doing too well. So don't give up on Mike Davis yet. Last 2 years, I've been weak at wide receiver, running backs doing their jobs. Hey, as long as you got them, I mean, that's just it. If you got the right ones and they don't get hurt and they stay healthy, then they can take you to the promised land. You have Drake Singletary and Lindsey. Okay, Lindsey sitting this week. Oh boy. Man, that's tough. We need to get you. We need to work some waivers or find a deal. I mean, I'm guessing you're super strong at wide receivers, or maybe have two pretty decent tight ends. So maybe package one of those tight ends and receivers and get yourself maybe try to upgrade a running back. Yeah, like a tight end receiver running back deal, and just go after somebody and just take a couple dogs and get a stud running back because somebody that needs some help in the receiver department. Because yeah, I am not loving the Drake Singletary. Lindsey, I mean, I have more faith in Lindsey than most people do, but I just don't know. Like I said, I knew he was going to come out and ball his first time. If he would have got a touchdown, he would have had an amazing game. I don't like how they're not using him in the passing game though. That's kind of a bummer. So yeah, I don't know. But yeah, Lindsey, I think you never knows what's going to happen with Gordon. So I didn't even hear that Lindsey was sitting this. Oh, you have Lindsey sitting. I don't even know if I don't know if Lindsey's playing and healthy, and we don't know what's going on with Gordon yet. That whole thing, I mean, that whole thing's a problem. You never know when the league's going to discipline him and what's going on. Do they just run him to death before they lose him, or I don't know. I might almost go Drake and I'm just not a fan of Lindsey. I might go Drake and Lindsey over Singletary. I know that sounds like blasphemy, but Singletary has just been killing me this year. But I don't know. You're probably right. You're probably right. Same grabbed him when Chubbs went out. Absolutely. Absolutely. Where did we lose that at? This thing is jumping on me. Should I trade Jonathan Taylor once I have CMC because I already have Delvin Cook and Josh Jacobs, or keep them for depth because people are getting hurt? Wow, yeah, that's what we were just talking about. Oh, I mean, you are deep. God, how do they let you get so much? But I mean, what happens if McCaffrey comes back and he's just not the same? I mean, we've seen so many people come off injuries and they come back quicker than they should, and they're just not quite what you're used to. I mean, what they're used to being. So I don't know. You definitely want to tread lightly. Like I was saying earlier, I have Jonathan Taylor. He has not been producing at all, but his schedule coming up is so favorable for running backs that you do not want to get rid of Jonathan Taylor. I would keep him because I would get rid of Josh Jacobs before Jonathan Taylor, because I'm telling you, Jonathan Taylor's schedule is going to be amazing, and he could really be the one who brings you home this year in that fantasy league. But yeah, wow. You got a lot of good running backs. It's awesome. Oh, Davis been dropping numbers. Yeah. I was looking for coffee today. Couldn't find any that you're. Yeah, I know. I've been slacking. I got so many that I need to put out too. My iMovie is getting backed up. I got to start pop. I might just do a whole week of coffee and just drop one every day just to shed those out. But yeah, they are coming. They are coming. He flopped last game compared to his other games. Not sure which one I'm so far behind. Not sure which one you're talking to, but man, up or down, up or down. But this is football. NFL has a very short memory, so you don't always want to do that. I mean, Zeke fumbled twice last week. Are you going to sit him this week? Hells no. So yeah, short memory. Don't worry about what happened last week. Just play the matchups this week. Zach Moss or D Johnson. Wow, that's a rough one too. I like Johnson. I think drop Johnson as well. But I have Singletary and Moss. Ouch. Man, that is rough. Again, I'd be trying to maybe package a deal somewhere and trying to upgrade my running back and try to get a better running back somewhere. But you never know. I mean, week to week, and I haven't looked at exactly their schedules coming up, so I'm not really sure. Maybe they have a lot more favorable schedules. You got to look at that. But, man, I would try to be upgrading somewhere right there. Yeah, Johnson has not been producing, but I think he's going to have a game this week. PPR, leaning strong. Welcome, Blue Crew. Leaning strong on starting Higgins and Claypool. Love me some Claypool. And sitting Cup. Man, Cup could eat this week too, though, since the Bears secondary looks scary. The Bears secondary looks scary, and they have not allowed a lot of touchdowns, but what they have allowed is a shit ton of yards. So, I mean, sometimes that makes up for it. You know, if your receiver's out there getting 116 yards, he may not score, but if you're in a PPR league, that kind of makes up for it anyway. So I would not be quite as scared of that Bears defense as it looks. Yeah, they're not going to give you a lot of touchdowns, but like I said, if your guy's going to get over 100 yards receiving and, 8 catches, 6 catches or whatever, it's kind of the same thing. So it's tough not getting there, but I mean, sooner or later that touchdown's going to pop, and why not be you? So yeah, I wouldn't worry about that Bears defense so much. But yeah, Higgins and Claypool, nothing wrong with that, and I really love me some Claypool this week. Oh, when does McCaffrey due back? I think he's got a bye week coming up, and then maybe the week after that. I mean, nobody knows. It depends on how he's feeling. But I think in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks tops. I think 2 weeks he might be back. I'm guessing 2 weeks. I'll look that up here in a second, Peter. Oh, you got week 9 right there. There you go. 2 weeks. Bam. That's what I thought. I had to drop Devontae Parker this week. Needed a wide receiver. I had hoped to pick him back up, but someone snatched him. Yeah, even though he's not producing. I mean, it's such a barren wasteland out there that anybody who's anybody is usually going to get snatched up pretty quick, especially if you're in a 12-man league. We had a player rage drop all his players, of course, and I was at work and missed out on all of them. That's the commissioner should have done and put a freeze on something like that and done like a mini draft. Or, when shit like that happens, the commissioner needs to step up and do something. That's not fair. That's ridiculous. You like Singletary this week just because they're playing the Jets. That's true. Anytime anybody's playing the Jets, you want everybody all in, but the Jets defense has been kind of the one. Yeah, no, you're right. Always play the Jets, but I don't know. I think they're such a dumpster fire. The Jets their defense might suck it up again. I mean, they haven't been horrible, but they suck. I'm trying to say something good about the Jets because I hate the Jets. I'm a diehard Dolphins fan, but they're such a dumpster fire, just dumping people and getting ready. I mean, they're just going after the first-round pick. But those defensive players might be so mad that they might be putting a hurting on somebody. They could put Singletary out of this game. I don't know. I just don't like Singletary this week. But, I could be totally wrong. Usually am. Okay, maybe not usually, but damn, that's some good RBs, right? Yeah, some of you guys have some squads out there. What's up, Truman? Welcome. Do you think Josh Jacobs is going to have a dud game? Oh, I thought you were going to say good game because I was going to be no. Yeah, I don't think Josh Jacobs is going to do great. I mean, that defense is very, very good they're going up against, and that's rough. And, yeah, I think Carr's just going to be out there having to throw some more. So, yeah, I would not put a lot in there, but it depends on who you have backing them up. Sometimes you have to play them. James Martin. Well, I have Hunt and Robinson as well. Okay, that'll help you out. So, I mean, you got options. I mean, and Allen Robinson, I'm always good with that. So, but yeah, you got to keep an eye on Hunt this week because, ouch, you never know how hurt he really is. The Beasles or Tim Higgins, full PPR. So many people are hyped on Beasley this week, but you know me, I always go against the grain, and I would take Higgins in this one to tell you the truth. Beasley could just go Edelman on it and get you like an extra 8 to 10 points because, I mean, how many little just dunk patches or catches he can get. But, yeah, I don't know. I like Higgins in that one. I got Cup starting, A.J. Green, even though Green has had some signs last week. Yeah, A.J. Green's on the uptick for real. It's looking like they're remembering that he was actually an all-star at one point. But, yeah, Cooper Kupp, you just never know. Is it going to be him or Bobby Woods that's going to have the game? But, oh, man, I think I'm with you. I got to go Cooper Kupp in that situation. Gronk is going to be my starting tight end from now on. I can't with Gesicki. Oh, the Dolphins, man. What the hell? From now on, my other tight end. What are you doing with so many tight ends, buddy? My other tight end is Goddard, which is out until week 10. Yeah, you need to dump a tight end and pick up some more depth. You got way too many tight ends on your team. All my RBs are CMC, Dalvin Cook, Josh Jacobs, Jonathan Taylor, and Nick Chubb. How the hell did you get all these running backs? You just pick them up when they got hurt and people dumped them, and you're just been sitting on them. And what? She loves jungles. What is your record this year? I'd love to know that. But man, your running backs are ridiculous. You have no quarterback because Dak got hurt. I'm with you. Oh my, that was. Talk about your heart just bursting. He was just putting up bigger numbers every week, 40s to 45s to 50s. Come on, Dak. Can't wait to see you come back, man. Hope you're recovering well out there. But, yeah, oh, my God. Thought Dak was just going to put my whole team on his back and just take me to the Fantasy Bowl by himself. Traded for Josh Allen and Jacobs before Dak got hurt. You are one lucky son of a gun. Yeah, and Josh Allen's balling out of control, just strongest arm in the NFL, basically. The guy's a monster. He's had some rough games, but he's going to get better for sure. And that's like one of my dark horses this week is, not really a dark horse. He's a star, but I think Stefan Diggs is going to ball out of his mind this week. I think Stefan Diggs, he's going to eat that secondary up. I just have a feeling that I hate the Bills too. Obviously, I'm a Dolphins fan. But I think Stefan Diggs is going to go nuts, and that's going to do nothing but put more points up for Allen. Mixon is out this week. Yeah, you didn't know that, buddy? Yeah, they got Gio, my man Gio, and everybody's going, Gio Bernard's going to go nuts and picking up Gio Bernard, and I got Gio. Man, Gio Bernard ain't never done nothing. What he I don't know. I'm just not a fan. Everybody's like, oh my God, I got Gio Bernard. He's going to ball out of control because he's going to get so much, who else are they going to hand the ball off to? But I just think they're just going to pass this week. I don't think they got to run it sometime, but when has Gio Bernard just come out and given you 150 yards and 2 touchdowns? So everybody needs to calm down, I think, on this whole Mixon's hurt, I got Gio and going to rule the world thing. I'm just nowhere near as hyped on Gio as everybody else is. But, yeah, Mixon's out, buddy. Jamal Williams or Bernard, who do I start? Yeah. Jamal Williams. Who's Jamal Williams even playing this week? Sitting here talking too much. Let me look here real quick. Probably already in the chat. Could just look. Why is that not coming up? I'll have to look at that in a second. It's not coming up right now. I will get back to that. Jamal Williams or Bernard? Yeah, I got it. That's a 10. I got to get back to that. Trade value for Godwin or Rojo? Trying to trade up RB. Wow, trade value for Godwin and Rojo. Giving up both of them, that's tough because that's a double up. People don't like playing too many players on the same team at the same time. But depending on what somebody needs, man, if you need to really maybe try to steal a top-tier tight end, Godwin and Rojo. Rojo's on the uptick. Who could you get for him, though? Man, that's tough. It just depends who has. It's so tough trying to see like what they have or who they have because you never know who has what. But you don't want to really just give a good receiver and good running back for a good receiver and a good running back. You've already got that. You don't want to switch that up, switch that package up. So that's why I was suggesting like if you can maybe try to go after a top tier tight end with something like that, maybe even throwing one other package and talk somebody into giving up a monster tight end and maybe a decent running back or receiver with that. Try to get something like that. But, yeah, you don't want to just go receiver, running back for running back when you already have that. And both of those are on the uptick. You got Godwin coming in. Like I said, you got AB coming in. So, if you're going to have Mike Evans on one side and Brown on the other side, Godwin is going to eat out of the slot. So you might want to slow down on that trade. Just picked up Higgins. Nothing wrong with that. There you go. Beefing up those receivers. Got to do it. Got to drop Goddard. Yeah, man, too many tight ends. You can't be having 3 tight ends on one team. Flex OBJ, Higgins, Swift, Geo, DJ Moore, full PPR. Wow. Flexing, that's tough, man. Is Swift going to come out? And obviously, I just instantly want to go Swift, but those Lions do find a way to screw things up when something's going good or the right way, so it's tough. But, Higgins is probably the safest bet, but I'm a gambler, and I think I'd go Swift in that situation. You said OBJ. I don't believe it. Oh yeah, and Rob McFarland. I don't think I've seen that name. Welcome, welcome, bud. Yeah, James. I don't think so. I don't like OBJ this week. If Kareem's hurt, they are going to be passing more, and I mean OBJ is the man who's out there because that's the only reason I would go OBJ is because Kareem Hunt's hurt. I mean, and oh boy, is hurt as well. He finally admitted to being hurt. So, I mean, OBJ is going to be the number one receiver, but Baker's hurt. So, I mean, how well is he really going to be throwing it? And that's why I was saying I liked Njoku so well because, I mean, if he's getting rushed and he's on the fly a lot, which he probably will be, and wanting to get rid of that ball because he's hurt and doesn't want to be getting hit, Njoku could have a monster game. So OBJ could eat this week. I mean, his ceiling's really high this week, but I just don't necessarily think he's going to get there. I proposed like 20 trades to get rid of Edelman and Davis on my team, and none got accepted. Yeah, too many people are watching fantasy stuff talking about get rid of Davis, and then everybody's freaking out. So, and then, yeah, with the Cam thing and what's been going on, Edelman hasn't been producing. So, yeah, that's not going to be as easy as it once would have been making that trade. And Gasecki. He's ready to get rid of them both. Oh, is Michael Thomas ever coming back? Man, I don't know, but all I can say is I was going to be playing him this week and DK Metcalf, and I am so glad that I don't have to face that just diehard tandem. But yeah, Michael Thomas, man, that is rough. He single-handedly took me to the fantasy league ball last year, and it's rough to see him just hurt like this. But man, he seems like it's like how much of it is really an injury and how much of it is stuff going on in that locker room. I mean, he's punching players, getting suspended for games, and now he's got a second injury. And man, I'll tell you what, it might be time to sell on Michael Thomas if you got somebody out there that hasn't been keeping up with everybody or everything and thinks he might come back in time to help them through their fantasy bowl if they get there. Fantasy playoffs if they get there. I don't know. But yeah, if you can get something big for Mike. And Jake, you need some help on your team. So yeah, I mean, I would definitely be looking to trade somebody who's a little more hopeful for the Michael Thomas situation. Oh, Emiliano de la Macora. Hope I didn't butcher that too bad, but welcome, welcome. Who do I start as a flex full PPR? Jamal Williams, Lamb, or Higgins? Full PPR, Jamal Williams. Oh, man. Yeah, going back, because I think they're playing the Titans now that I think of it. I couldn't find it earlier, but I think Jamal Williams is playing the Titans this week. So I would take Jamal Williams over Gio Bernard for whoever it was that asked that one earlier. I would take Jamal Williams. And Jamal Williams, Lamb, or Higgins. Usually I would say Lamb, but God dang, the Cowboys are rough. I mean, Andy Dalton's going to have another week to get his shit together, but good God, they looked ugly. Oh, man. I think in this situation for the flex, man, just because I just told myself what to do, Higgins. That's a Higgins all day. I don't know why it took me that long to get there. Aaron Jones got hurt, so I picked up Jamal Williams. Hey, you're one of the lucky ones that acted quick and got it. Yeah, Jamal Williams could ball out of control because it's not 100%. You're going to have to keep your eye on that, but I mean, yeah, even if he does play, how well is Aaron Jones going to do? So Jamal Williams is probably going to ball no matter what. So that's a great pickup. Anybody pick up Tua? Not yet. What the hell was that all about? My man Jay Cruz is a fellow Dolphin fan, and what the hell was that about? I mean, are you kidding me? What, dude, what's going on inside that organization? Just Fitzpatrick just finds out through his kids and through Twitter that he's losing his job after balling out and just doing everything he needed to do. The ultimate team player lets Tua sit back there and just, take his time, learn the system, no baptized by fire, just nice and relaxed and get comfortable before we bring you in. And this is how you treat my man? This is what you do? Come on. Man, Fitz has earned more than that. That's why you guys see the thumbnail. I mean, man, I put him on my thumbnail this week because that's just rough. You don't treat somebody like that, not when he's done everything you've asked him and more. It's like Fitz never even had his 5-point interception game. You knew it was coming, but he never even had it. So, yeah, they did my boy Fitz dirty. That was so wrong. But yeah, Tua's going to be an animal, man. He is dynamic. He's amazing. I mean, I'm not saying it was the wrong move. I'm just saying the way they went about it was absolutely awful. One did in my league this week, Jake. I was thinking about it, but can't drop anything. Yeah, if your team's kind of solid, I mean, two is way too big of a gamble to be doing anything with. The Dolphins, I mean, they're on the uptick, and all of a sudden you get a mobile Tua in there, and he starts doing it, and he is ready. I mean, that could be something amazing, but yeah, that's just way too high of a gamble. I wouldn't do that, especially if your team's solid. Once again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Half PPR, pick one. More Woods or Shark. Oh man, DJ Shark, so up or down. Love me some Bobby Woods and do not love more. Sharker Woods, and I mean, Shark's going to be healthy. Minshew did not have a game last week. I think they tried to get a get-right game going, and I think I'd go DJ Shark in that situation. And backing that up, I'm starting DJ Shark this week, so I think I'd go DJ Shark there as well. I was watching OBJ live streaming Call of Duty the other day. Nice. OBJ, man, that guy's so cool. He's just an all-around cool cat. I told go to the Bears. That's funny. Yeah, oh man, can you imagine him and Allen Robinson out there? That would be absolutely amazing. That would be something to watch. I would love that. Allen Robinson and OBJ. Woo, that would make any quarterback look good, right? Here, give me one sec. Oh yeah, sorry about that. Dalton looked a bit rusty. Where's for all my Dalton fans that were here last week telling me how great he was and how he's as good as my man Dak, and I hope you guys got full off all that crow you had to eat, because my God, they're not even in the same atmosphere. Are you kidding me? Everybody was all up in the chat just, oh yeah, he's as good. No, he is not. That's why he wasn't starting. Oh my God. Quarterback rookies don't usually do too well fantasy-wise, but it could be a flyer in a two-quarterback league. Yeah, absolutely, if you're going for trying to pick up a Tua situation. But I don't know. What about Hubert? He's looking amazing out there. So, I mean, some of them do shine. Hit or miss with old boy in Cincinnati, too. So, I mean, you never know. But, yeah, not for the most part, they usually don't do great. Jamal Williams is versus the Texans. Oh, I thought it was versus the Titans. That's right, the Texans. And, yeah, for sure, that even puts it up even more. Jamal Williams all day. That's easy. What's up, Ian? I see you out there. Good to see you. Good to see you. Go Hawks. Shootout tomorrow. You think it's going to be that close? It could be. But, yeah, it's actually absolutely going to be a shootout, and absolutely go Hawks. Oh, sorry, Tua is a mistake. We have legitimate playoff hopes. Yeah, I know. Tua coming in this early. I mean, Fitzpatrick hadn't done anything wrong, and they were still doing well. And that was, I don't know, it might have been a little bit early. I think the way they got goofed up with the way the games got switched around with the COVID situation, I think the Dolphins bye week got switched up, and I think they were going to do it after the bye week anyway. But since it got switched up, everything kind of got hurried, and so they're bringing them in a couple weeks earlier than I think they were planning on. I think is what happened with that whole situation. Has Michael Thomas been reminding you about a wide receiver that was acting that too? You're talking about some AB situation happening? Hypermarketing, we got a little comparison with Michael Thomas and Antonio Brown. We'll see. Man, how good is Antonio Brown going to be coming back, though? I mean, did he miss a step? Did he lose a step? Or is he going to be a star? Speaking of coming back, anybody care about Des Bryant? No? Okay, we'll move on. I need better RBs. I have Lamb, Higgins, A.J. Brown, and Robbie. Narson for my RBs are Gaskin, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Swift, and Jamal Williams. Wow. I don't know. Swift is coming up. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is going to still balling and doing, I mean, he's getting better and better. Your running backs aren't terrible. Gaskin, I mean, if you get him in the right matchup, he's crushing it. And I think Jamal Williams is going to eat this week. So, I mean, your running backs aren't terrible. And if you want a better one, then yeah, absolutely. I mean, A.J. Brown, Robbie Anderson. Are you kidding me? You got some studs. So if you wanted to uptick, just package any one of those and get whoever you want. I think you're the guy that could basically sign his own waiver or sign his own way when it comes to a trade. You have all sorts of people to deal. So yeah, absolutely. If you want to uptick a running back, just throw in like any one of those receivers. I mean, they're all studs, and then throw in any one of those running backs, and you could get basically anybody. Go out there and grab McCaffrey coming back. CMC. Yeah, you're in a good spot, Rickety Candy. And welcome. That's a new name, Ricky Candy. Welcome. Hope not hyper. Nobody wide receiver is that valuable. No. Yeah, probably not. D-Hop and Kyler Murray is the best duo in the game. Yeah, they're pretty nasty, no doubt about it. They're both putting up astronomical. What, Murray's had over 20 points in every single game, hasn't he? So yeah, that is an amazing duo. I'm not going to argue with that. But my man Russ and DK is coming to town, so I guess we're going to be able to test that theory. But welcome, Chris Ponchio. Dalton didn't do well. It's just one game. It is just one game, but everybody in my face telling me how he's just as good as Dak is, I hope, still licking their lips on all that crow they ate. Is Bryant worth a pickup? The answer to that is no. I do not believe he is. I just can't with Des Bryant. Hasn't played in a couple years. It's just kind of a head game. Yeah, I don't know. He's one that's going to have to come on and prove himself, and then everybody will race to the waiver wires to see who can get him first. Oh, man. Is it worth picking up Alshon Jeffries off waivers? No. You should be dumping Alshon Jeffries if you have him. That guy is, man, what a waste of a spot that guy's been all year. Who do you guys out there in the chat, who do you guys think the biggest first-round bust has been this year? Who do you guys think the number one bust has been? It's tough. You got Saquon went out and got hurt. Alshon's been hurt. Michael Thomas was definitely out in the first round. He was a first-round pick. It's like, man, who would you guys consider the biggest first-round bust this year? Drake is a sell high or hold. Oh, man, it's a tough season. It depends on your squad and who you have backing them up. I mean, I'm not a fan of Drake at all. So if you have some other running backs and your squad's pretty deep, I would definitely sell and get you could get somebody pretty decent because he is a starting running back and tons of options. So, yeah, I don't know. He gets tons of carries. You could probably, somebody out there that needs a running back, you could probably get somebody pretty decent for him. See who has Kelsey or Kittle and try to go get a stud tight end and take you to the promised land. That's my way to do it. My team is Kyler Murray, Kamara, D-Hop, Diggs, Cooper, Higbee, and Chubb. Nice, especially when Chubb comes back. You're going to be rocking. He should come back right in time to bring you into the playoffs. That'll be tight. James Martin, we got Joe Mixon. Oh, Mixon and gone. Drake got me points this week. I'd hold him. Yep, like I said, he's still getting all the carries. I mean, everybody's so high on Chase Edmonds, and yeah, I picked up Chase Edmonds and dropped him in the same week. Drake is still getting all the carries, and you got to go with that, like I said. But like you could also, somebody that needs a running back, since he hasn't not been doing great. He did just have a good game, so you could go out and get somebody really good for him if you're hurting a little bit in the wide receivers, is what I was talking about. Chamoa, welcome. MT, biggest bust. Wow, I think Michael Thomas is the biggest bust out there. Only one game played and probably first wide receiver picked. Not only first wide receiver picked, but probably the only wide receiver picked in the first round, maybe. But yeah, he could, in a lot of leagues, he might have been the only wide receiver in the first round. So yeah, that's a tough one. I mean, do you even consider Saquon a bust? When Saquon Barkley gets picked, that pretty much you're going to get great games out of him when he plays, but he's going to get hurt. Isn't that a situation you kind of go in knowing? So I almost think it might have to be McCaffrey. It's like I've always had a hard time seeing him. He's been number one for a few years now on the list, and I mean he gets so much production that it's like, I don't know. I've always been worried about him, but he's always stayed healthy. So the fact that he's always stayed healthy and people were banking on that and picking him up, I almost might have to lean this McCaffrey the biggest bust in the first round. But Michael Thomas, that's definitely, it's yin or yang, whichever one. It could go either way for sure. Who should I start, David Johnson or Jamal Williams, since Aaron Jones is not expected to play? Man, I am not a fan of David Johnson, but he could do all right this week. Jamal Williams against the Texans, though, man, they're pretty soft on defense. That's a flip it and pick it. Probably we've been going with Jamal Williams, so let's keep it and I'll see how I do on that. We'll go Jamal Williams on that one. Jamal Williams all day. And I'll be writing these down later to see how many I got right and wrong. So, yeah, you guys will be able to yell at me last week or be like, hey, this kid knows what he's talking about. Josh Jacobs or A.J. Brown in a flex in a non-PPR. Oof. I was just about to say A.J. Brown. But, man, non-PPR, that is tough. But Josh Jacobs, mm, going against the Steelers, I think I still Sanu's still hurt. So, yeah, if he's still hurt, I think Ryan Tannehill's got some limited options. So I'm going to go A.J. Brown in that situation. Plus, A.J. Brown, like I said, people put some respect on that man's name. All he does is eat when he plays. That guy is amazing. And welcome to the chat, Nate Zucker. But yeah, I have man, A.J. Brown's amazing. I'd go with A.J. Brown in that situation. For sure. I like that situation. Like that matchup. Oh man, what's going on with the San Fran situation? It's like, are they ever going to get straight? I mean, they can't keep a running back 2 weeks in a row, it seems. That is just rough. I mean, you guys think it's going to be Hasty or McKinnon? Do you think either one of them are going to be worth the start? I mean, if you're hurting, you're obviously, but I mean, usually everybody's kind of going McKinnon, but is Hasty going to get it? I don't know. I think Hasty might come out and ball out just because that's what they seem to do. It's that no-name person that seems to just fly out of nowhere and get all the points, sneak all the touchdowns, the guy that nobody has started. So, yeah, that's definitely worth a look on your waiver wires if you guys are hurting in the running back situation, but that's going to be tough. Did Snafu email predictions for the week? No. And we're missing Andy tonight. I don't know if he's going to make it on in time or not, but he has his little daughter out at a Halloween party tonight, so he's doing the family thing. I wasn't sure if he was going to make it back on time, so yeah, definitely want to get on here. But I have to get his predictions from him and write them down, and then we can still figure it out next week and give him a hard time. Yeah, dude, Andy is – I can't even talk. He's not here. I want to have fun with that. But, a little rough in the pickage in the last couple of weeks. It's like basically if you want to win a lot of money, you could pick the opposite and crush it. How do you think Cam is going to do this week? The team I'm going against has all New England players. Really? I think Cam's going to do a whole lot better than he did last week. But I think Cam. I think Cam has a get-right game. I think Cam does a lot better this week. I wouldn't worry about it. The team you're going against has all New England players. That's a team I'd want to play. I'd like playing against a team like that. I mean, who could it be? I mean, you really think James White is going to come out and have that great a game? I don't know. But can Edelman catch? I mean, man, he's had concrete fingers lately. I don't know what's going on with that. What's going on with half the receivers in this league? It is just concrete fingers for days going on out there. I don't know what's up. It's like catch the ball. I don't know. And it hasn't even been cold. But yeah, so many just amazing drops, just touchdown drops and wide open drops. And I mean, it happens every year, but I don't know. It just seems like even worse this year. I don't know what's going on. Like, can we get a professional receiver to catch a football for us, please? But yeah, I don't know what's going on in San Fran. That's going to be one to watch. That one is ugly. And we already talked about Lev Bell. I mean, that is Andy Reid. He could put him out and just go crazy with him, but I don't think so. I think they ease him in, let him learn the system a little bit. But I mean, it is Lev Bell, and he's a veteran. So basically, go right, give him the ball, let him run. So yeah, Lev Bell. He's probably about 5 to 8 points, but man, he could ball out for 25 if Andy Reid gets a wild twig up, tries to do something fancy. Andy Reid could get fancy with Lev Bell. Oh, man, Michael Thomas out. We're going to go with AB back in week 9, and he's going to be – I don't know. Does AB just come back and pick up right where he starts off, or is he going to start off a little slow? I mean, the way Tampa Bay is on that uptick, do we think Antonio Brown's just going to come up and ball out of his mind, or is it going to take him a minute? And Tom Brady, I mean, Antonio Brown's a down-the-field receiver, and Tom Brady is not a down-the-field passer. So, I mean, is that going to work out as great? And Tom Brady's the one who wanted him and told him to, and, kind of talked him into bringing him in. So, I don't know. That's an interesting situation. Welcome, Riley Cooper. You think Julian Edelman has a good game? Man, I think he has to. He's been terrible. He's been brick fingers lately. So, hopefully he's had his fingers in the sauna and warmed them up and softened them up. And, yeah, I think Edelman has a get-right game. I think Edelman will be their number one receiver, and he'll be all right, especially in a PPR. Oh, run through the hole. Chuamua, thoughts on Miami naming Tua starting quarterback, even though Fitz playing solid? Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. It was disgusting the way they did it. Again, I think it was because they switched up that bye week, and now they have an earlier bye week, so they kind of pushed it up a little quicker than they wanted to. I think it wasn't even going to be until week 10 that they did it, and now they're doing it now. So it was just ugly the way Fitz found out. I mean, he's been balling out of his mind. I mean, this is something we all knew that was coming. I mean, you don't, blow your fifth, first round pick on just sitting on the bench all year. But it was nice that he was able to sit there, learn the system, didn't just get thrown in and baptized by fire, got to, kind of ease his way in. And like I said, everybody knew this was coming. It's just kind of ugly that it happened. And yeah, I don't think anybody expected it to happen this early. It was supposed to be a couple of weeks from now. So hated the way it happened. And man, Fitz was the man. I just hated I hated what happened to him. You could just tell every interview, he just looked broken. It's like, how could they do this to me? Just daggers in the back. And, Miami, Miami's my team, but damn you, Miami. Shame on you, Miami. Shame on you. Need a flex full PPR, Juju, Cooper, Kupp, Phillip, Lindsay, or Henderson. Need a flex full PPR. Cooper Kupp could eat. Juju, it's like Ben forgot who Juju was. I don't know what's going on with that. Lindsay, they're not using him in the passing game at all. So, man, Henderson, I think I got to go Cooper Kupp with that. Since it's full PPR, I think I'm going Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp could eat this week. So, and they had a rough go last week, so they're going to be looking to have a get-right game. So I think I'd go Cooper Kupp right there. So is Crowder out? Is Crowder out? I think that's when you're going to have to watch. I think they were talking about Crowder actually playing. So I don't know. That's going to be one you're having to get up early and watch the waivers and see what not the waivers, but see what they say. Watch the wires. And I don't know. I think Crowder might actually play. But if he doesn't, would you start Perryman or Edelman in half PPR? That's still Edelman. Perryman's going to do good. He's going to be a player in this league, but I don't think he's ready yet. And it's such a dumpster fire out there. I think you got to go with Edelman in that one all day. So many buys this week. My only options. Yeah, I know it's rough, man. And like I said, the waivers are just a barren wasteland. So that it gets a little ugly out there. So yeah, I don't know. That's rough. But yeah, I think you got to go. I think if you go with Edelman, you'll be all right. Because like I said, I think they're gonna have a get right game and try to make it happen. Oh man, what do you guys think the top tandem's gonna be this week? Any QB, any receiver or running back? Who's gonna have the top 2 points this week? Top tier tandems. We already had one for Murray and D Hop. I'm going with I got to go with a homer pick. I'm going to go with my man DK and Russ. What's everybody else out there think? Who's your top tandem? If you could pick a quarterback and any other player, who's going to have the top picks this week? We start doing something like that and see who wins it. See who picks a top tier tandem. Let me get that up. You guys put that in, and I'll go back and try to watch that. Oh, man, I can't, though. I need to put that in the thing. Might have to start that next week. All right. So, yeah, who do you guys in the chat thinks who's going to be your top tandem? Quarterback and any running back or receiver, tight end, whatever you want. Who do you think is going to be the top tier tandems out there? Week 7. Oops. Oh, yeah. Got anybody out there yet? And we got Murray and Drake. All right. I'll put that in. Jake Cruz has got Murray and Drake. Go on. Okay. Else had Murray. Who was that had Murray and D-Hop? I'll have to go back and try to find that. Try to get all those guys in. We'll see who has the most right this week. This for my other league. Need a flex full PPR. Matt Daly, welcome. We got CeeDee Lamb, Fournette. Jarvis Landry, AJ Green, or Gio Bernard. Yikes. Wow, that's a rough one. For your other league, full PPR, man, that's going to be CeeDee Lamb or Gio Bernard. I don't even think Gio Bernard's going to run that much, but he might get a lot of short dump pass catches. So in this specific, I'm not loving it, but in this specific situation, I think I'd go Gio Bernard pretty much as a gimme in that one. I think Gio Bernard crushes all of those in a full flex PPR. You know me, I don't know it all, but I think that could be the one. Oh, Rays won. There you go. For everybody into baseball, the Rays won. I might be biased, of course. That's the way to be. Schultz and Njoku, PPR. Man, like I was saying, with everybody cramped up, you got Hunt hurt. You got Baker not feeling so great. I think Njoku could eat this week. So, I mean, I think, I'm going Njoku on that one. Murray, Kittle would be cool too, though. Yep. Murray. No. It's got to be the same team. It's got to be on the same team. What did you put? Did I not look at that? Yeah. Got to be the same team duo. And let's see. Landry is healthy. Is Landry ever really healthy, though? I mean, we just found out he just admitted to being hurt and he's been out there playing. And it's like, even if you are hurt, are your fingers broken? Ouch. Catch the ball. I don't know. Landry's been killing me this year. I don't know about Landry. I don't know. Yeah, he's been crushing me this year. Oh man, so are you guys loving Gronk this year? He seems to be getting better and better. Does he have a huge game this week, or is he just kind of so? I think Gronk is looking better, but I just don't know. Does Gronk eat this week? That was kind of a question. I know everybody thinks he's on the uptick and doing great, but I don't know if Gronk has that big a game this week. I hope he does. Love him, but I'm just not sure that's going to happen. He said, I don't have any other questions. Send me H2H. H2H. Not sure what that is. We got Stanford Galladay probably going to be a shootout with the Falcons. I like that one. Absolutely. Stafford and Galladay is a great pick. Stafford. Okay. Pick that one. That's Chua. Cha. Put you in there. Boom, 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 boom. And we'll get into the picks here pretty quick. Gronk the starter now. Yeah, absolutely. Gronk is the starter, and he's been doing better and better and better every week. Hey, what's up, Lewis? Good to see you out there. Good to see you. Standard League, my wide receiver is T. Hill and Evans, Fuller, V.D. Moore, play 2 and flex or play running back Justin Jackson if healthy. Man, I love that. I think I go T. Hill and Fuller, and then, maybe flex with Justin Jackson. So put in Justin Jackson, and, I go Hill and Fuller in that situation. Absolutely. I like it. You got some good options there, though. Good luck this week. Henry and Tannehill, your duo. Peter Griffin going for Henry and Tannehill. Boom. I like it. In there. Get Jake in there. I don't remember, who did the Murray D-Hop, but they're absolutely, I'll go back and try to find that one. That one's hot. Galladay, that would be nice. Yeah, I think Galladay's going to eat this week. Absolutely. Evan versus Pittsburgh D. Yeah, even versus Pittsburgh's D. Pittsburgh's D is good, but, they can be exploited a little bit. But that's my defense. I think they're not maybe not the first. Baltimore might be there, but they're definitely top 2 week in and week out, I think. So, yeah, love the Pittsburgh defense this year. Getting a little tired of seeing Tannehill stay healthy for the Titans. Couldn't finish a season for the Dolphins. Man, I think he didn't want to stay healthy. Good God, did you see that? My poor guy just got lit up game in and game out. Nobody got hit more. I don't know if anybody's ever been hit more. That guy took more hits and sacks and just, oh my God, Tannehill got beat the hell up in Miami. That was not his fault. That was all Adam's fault. Yeah, that was terrible. Man, I felt bad for Tannehill. He got destroyed in Miami. That was our offensive line was absolutely god awful. Poor guy. He got lit up, rushed and lit up more than anybody. Talk about baptized by fire. Tannehill had it the worst. Just a quick rundown last week. We'll run it down. Andy took Carolina. I took the Bears. Got the win. We both took the Pats. We both got a loss. Andy took the Texans. I took the Titans. Got the win with the Titans. Steelers won over the Browns. Andy got the win. Ravens we both took for the win. He took Washington. I took New York. Got the win. Vikings we both took the loss. Lions. He got the win with the Lions. I took the loss with Jacksonville. Bengals, he took the loss. I took the win with the Colts. New York Jets, he took the loss. I took the win with Miami. Green Bay, we both took the loss. We both took the loss with the Rams. Andy got the upper hand. He picked Claypool out of Claypool, Hollywood Brown, and Cup, and Claypool went off for 18-10. KFC for the win. Kansas City for the win, Cowboys for the loss. So Andy picked 4-10 this week. I went an even 7-7. Neither one to write home about. Last 2 weeks, I basically got one wrong, and this week I went split down the middle, 7 for 7. That is just terrible, absolutely terrible. I have Buffalo D this week. Jets, absolutely, always. But whatever defense is playing the Jets, that is the defense that you want in, because they are terrible, and it's getting worse, not better. It is a dumpster fire out there in New York. I don't know what they're doing, but it is awful. Oh, so this week, I'm not going to get Saturday in. Let's see here. We got Dallas Cowboy. Yeah, I'm going to have to get Andy's picks, and I'll write them in, and we'll get him. We'll see who got him in for next week. So I'll have to talk to him. But for me, I'm going Cowboys over Washington football team. We're going to go. I think the Cowboys might actually win one. So we'll try that. Bear with me. Got the Cowboys. We got the Bills over the Jets. It's going to be the Bills for sure. Well, nothing's for sure, but definitely think the Bills are going to win. And we have Carolina Panthers, New Orleans Saints. Ooh, boy. I don't know. With everybody hurt out there, New Orleans been struggling. I don't know. Drew Brees just does not look right without a Michael Thomas. I think Carolina Panthers are going to win that one. We're going to go Carolina. And we have Green Bay Packers versus Houston Texans. Aaron Rodgers is sick to his stomach, and he is absolutely going to have a get-right game. We're going to go Green Bay. That could be a high-scoring game, but Aaron Rodgers is going to lose his mind. Green Bay will win that one, even without Adams. Not Adams. Oh boy, God dang. Cleveland Browns, Cincinnati Bengals. I think I hate ever taking the Bengals, but I just think Cleveland's so beat up that I think since he gets this one, that's always a game no matter what, because those teams hate each other. Let's see. We got the Detroit Lions, Atlanta Falcons. That could be the big shootout of the week. That could be a super high-scoring game, but I think they're starting to get on the right track, and we're going to go Atlanta Falcons in this one. I think Matt Ryan just puts it together and has himself a game out there. Oh, we got Pittsburgh Steelers, Tennessee Titans. Oh, man, that's going to be a tough one, too. Oh, boy, that's going to be a game. That's another tough one. I just think Big Ben, man, with Sanu being hurt, and that's one of Ryan's biggest targets, just a little bit rough. I don't like this at all, but that's disgusting, but I'm taking Pittsburgh. Just be self-loathing on Pittsburgh, but I think Pittsburgh pulls that one off, but that's going to be a real close game. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Las Vegas. I think we're going to go Tampa Bay. Tom Brady looks like he's starting to uptick and doing it the right way, so we're going to go Tampa Bay on that one. We got Jacksonville Jaguars versus Los Angeles Chargers. Man, Chargers were awful last week. Minshew wasn't better. I think everybody's going to try to have a get-right game. Ooh, boy, I think L.A. just finds a way to get it done. I think it's going to be L.A. that does that one. All right, Kansas City versus the Broncos. You already know we're going KC there. Kansas City. And then we got San Fran versus the Patriots. We are going to go the Patriots. And then we got Seattle Seahawks, the Cardinals. You already know. Look at my jersey. Seahawks all day. Go Hawks. And we got on Monday night the Bears versus the Rams. The Bears versus the Rams on Monday night. The Bears versus the Rams. God, how do the Bears keep winning? How do the Bears keep winning? I say the Rams find a way to get it done on Monday night. Because how, again, do the Bears keep winning? It is mind-boggling, but hey, more props to them. I don't hate the Bears. It just boggles the mind how they keep winning. Louis Veo, if Justin Jackson is a no-go, would you take Evans versus LV or D Moore versus? Boy, that's a tough one. That is a tough one, man. Evans is just so rough this year. But, I mean, man, he's coming off a 2-point game. Give me Evans all day. Evans going to have a get-right game. It'll be Evans. He's not going to go back-to-back games like that. So, yeah, I would definitely take Evans right there. Do I start Jared Cook or Higbee this week? That's a tough one, but I think give me Higbee. I think I'd go Higbee in that one this week. Jared Cook, man, boom or bust. I'll tell you what, he could have. I think the ceiling's higher for Cook, but if you want to be safer, go with Higbee if that helps. Vegas picks off Brady 3 times. And for those who don't know, Jake Crew obviously lives in Las Vegas. Could happen. Brady's been known to throw some pick sixes this year, that's for sure. So that could absolutely happen. That could definitely be a thing for sure. So yeah, that's going to be my picks. That's what I think is going to happen. I'll definitely get with Snafu and get his picks in there and see if we can't both do a little bit better this week. Because, yeah, we both kind of shit the bed on those this week. 7 for 7 is awful for me. I can't believe that. 50-50, are you kidding me? You could have flipped a quarter and probably done that good. So, yeah, try to do that better. Hope everybody out there wins this week. I wish you all the best of luck and hope your players stay healthy and, man, get this league back on track because it has been crazy out there. So, fingers crossed. And, yeah, I want to thank everybody for showing up. We'll be back again next Saturday to see how everything panned out. And, again, good luck, everybody else. Good luck, everybody. Hope you win. And until we see you next time, be easy.